If you want to clean your B&B faster without lowering standards, this episode shows you the simple systems experienced owners use every day. Because rushing your cleaning often leads to missed details, guest complaints, and more work later. Now, do you recognize this? You finish breakfast service. You clear the plates. You smile. You chat. You refill the coffee. And you wave guests off for the day. Then you turn around. That's the real work begins. Beds to strip, bathrooms to scrub, towels to sort, floors to vacuum, bins to empty. You look at the clock and you think, right, I'll be quick today. Then suddenly it's mid-afternoon and you're still cleaning and new guests arrive in 2 hours. So you rush. You cut corners just a little. And this matters more than most owners realize because cleaning is not just a task in your B&B, it's your reputation. It is the silent review you guests never write, but always feel. And here's the twist. Cleaning faster doesn't come from working harder. It comes from working in a way that removes decision fatigue, reducing wasted motions, and builds a rhythm into your day. Because your day is already full. Breakfast, guest care, admin, maintenance. Cleaning should support your business, not swallow it whole. And later in this episode, I'm going to share one simple shift that cut your cleaning time up to a third without lowering your standards. Not by rushing, but by removing friction. Before we get there, let me ask you something. When was the last time you finished cleaning early and felt completely confident every room was perfect? Let me know in the comments. So what's the real problem? Well, it's not the cleaning. You're not slow. Your system is missing. Most B&B owners learn cleaning the same way. Trial and error. You figure it out as you go. You copy what you did yesterday. You fix what went wrong last week. And slowly, without noticing, your cleaning routine becomes messy, not dirty, just messy in how it runs. You start in one room. You leave it halfway through to grab towels. Then you notice something in the hallway. Then the laundry needs sorting. Then a guest asks a question, and suddenly your day feels like a pinball machine. Back and forth, room to room, task to task. No flow. That's where the time goes. Not in the cleaning itself, but in the switching, the stopping, the thinking, the restarting. Successful owners don't rely on memory. They rely on systems. What do you look for? We start with the hidden time drain. The clues are already in your day. If you want to clean faster without cutting corners, you need to spot where your time is leaking. And most of these leaks are invisible. They feel normal. They feel like just part of the job. But they're not. Let's walk through them together. Because once you see them, you cannot unsee them. And that is where change begins. Your first clue. You walk more than you clean. This one surprises most owners. You're not spending most of your time cleaning. You're walking. Back to the laundry room. Back to the cupboard. Back to the garbage bin. Back to the linen shelf. Every extra trip adds minutes. Minutes become hours. Think about your last cleaning session. How many times did you leave the room mid-task? That's your first clue. Your second clue. You start before you are ready. You walk into a room. You strip the bed. Then you realize you forgot the fresh linens, so you leave. Then you come back. Then you leave again for cleaning supplies. This is not cleaning. This is restarting, and restarting kills momentum. Professional housekeeping teams avoid this completely. They enter a room fully prepared. Everything they need is already with them. That one change alone can save you hours each week. The third clue. You clean in the wrong order. Order matters more than effort. If you clean the bathroom first, then strip the bed, dust from the linen lands everywhere. So you clean again. If you vacuum too early, you repeat it later. If you wipe surfaces before dusting, you double your work. It's not about working harder, it's about working in sequence. The fourth clue: you think while you work. This is a silent killer. You stand in the room and think, what next? That pause might only be 5 seconds, but if it happens dozens of times, suddenly you've lost 15 minutes without noticing. Systems remove thinking, and it replaces it with flow. So let's look at this a little differently. Faster does not mean lower standards. You're not cutting corners, you're removing waste. Let's change the way you think about this, because this is where many B&B owners get stuck. They hear clean faster and think that means rushing. That means lower standards. That means guests will notice. But that's not true. Faster cleaning done properly actually improves standards because it creates consistency. Now let me explain. Here's the myth. More time equals better cleaning. That feels logical. More time spent, get better results. But in reality, the opposite often happens. When cleaning drags on, you lose focus. You get tired. You start skipping details. The truth? Systems create confidence. When you follow a clear system, you know what is done. You know what is next. You know when you are finished. There's no guessing. And that confidence shows in your work. So what's the emotional benefit? Cleaning systems do not just save time, they reduce stress. Because at the end of the day, you're not just tired, you are mentally drained. Too many decisions, too many interruptions, too many unfinished thoughts. When cleaning becomes predictable, your brain gets a break. So here's a practical shift that you can apply: the reset room method. This can help change everything. And you could start using this today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. It's called the reset room method. Step 1, you enter fully prepared. Before you enter the room, you have everything. You have your linens, your towels, supplies, your garbage bags, no exceptions, no returning later. Step 2, you strip first. Always. Remove everything that needs replacing. The bedding, the towels, the garbage bin waste. You clear every space completely. Now you're working with a blank canvas. Step 3, top to bottom. Dust first, high to low. Surfaces, fixtures, edges. Let gravity work for you, not against you. Step 4, the bathroom reset. Move to the bathroom. Clean it fully. Do not leave it halfway. Complete it. Then move on. Step 5, bed and linen. Make the bed. Place the towels. Set the room. This is where the room starts to feel finished. Step 6, final touch. Vacuum last. Check details. Step back. Room's done. So why does this work? There's no backtracking, no confusion, no wasted movement. It's a straight line, start to finish. And once you repeat it a few times, it becomes automatic. The result? You move faster, you feel calmer, you trust your process, your standards stay high. What is one part of cleaning your B&B that always seems to slow you down? Drop your answer in the comments. Here are your key takeaways. Cleaning slows without structure. Systems remove wasted motion. Order matters more than effort. Consistency builds speed and quality. Flow beats rushing every time. Cleaning your B&B faster is not about rushing. It's about removing friction that slows you down. When you stop walking back and forth, when you stop restarting tasks, when you stop rethinking mid-clean, something shifts. Your day feels lighter, and your work feels smoother, and your rooms feel more consistent. That is the real goal. Not speed for the sake of speed, but control. The kind that lets you finish early, greet guests calmly, and end your day without the lingering feeling of, I missed something. If you do want to go deeper, download the guide. You can find it in the show notes. If you found this episode helpful, subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And if you'd like to support the show, you can always buy us a coffee. We promise to use it wisely, probably during breakfast prep. You just need the next right step. Thanks for listening, and I will see you next time.